said, "Gooseville must go. We'll wipe them off the map." While Duckville slept, the scheming hens, for Gooseville, set a trap. They called the geese by filthy names. They filled their pond with sticks. They helped the weasels catch the geese, and other hennish tricks. The geese got mad and threw some rocks. "It's war," the quack announced. "We ducks must fight those evil geese till they've been soundly trounced." The ducks, who knew not of the tricks indulged in by the mayor, were filled with patriotic zeal, and pitched right in for fair. Now when the ducks had whipped the geese, the mayor called, "Retreat! Our Henville friends should really take Gooseville's big main street." The hens are back in Gooseville now. They starved and beat the geese. They prayed for peace, but organized the Henville Armed Police. They drained the Gooseville swimming pond and de-goosified the schools. They wrung the neck of Gooseville's mayor on lately made-up rules. They formed a council of the hens, United Birds the name. The other birds who joined the thing did not perceive their game. No sooner had they set this up than they announced their plan to seize up Swanville as a home for all their hennish clan. They took a vote amongst the hens, and every one approved. "Swanville was for hens," they said, "way back before we moved." And so they kicked the swans all out, with Duckville's help and power. And Duckville could not understand why swans on them turned sour. By this time Duckville was a mess. The young ducks had gone mad. They stole and laughed at truth and law. They'd gone completely bad. The hens were selling loco weed in every nasty den, but ducks who dared to mention this were labeled anti-hen. The hens all preached of tolerance. They invoked the golden rule, but they subsidized the indigent, the greedy, and the fool. At last, the very dumbest ducks began to smell a rat. "This mayor is no good," they cried, "and we will soon fix that." But the hens had planned for even this. A candidate they had, whom even wise old ducks believed just never could be bad. This hen-tooled duck had whipped the geese. A soldier duck was he, and although the hens had set him up, the ducks all thought him free. This hen-tool got elected through ignorance and greed, through hennish lies in press and speech, and bribes of chicken feed. The hens now kicked the ducks around without a blush of shame, until the mayor ran the town in nothing else but name. They pumped the swimming pond all dry. They taught the ducks to crow. While duckish numbers dwindled, the hens began to grow. The hens stirred up the happy crows from out the piney wood to fight and mix and marry ducks in the name of brotherhood. Things got so bad that 50 ducks who knew of days gone by took up their wives and children and decided that they'd fly. They flew through storm and tempest. They froze, and many died. But on they drove until at last a lovely lake they spied. They settled down exhausted, but soon went straight to work to build and clear and cultivate. No danger did they shirk. Now after many years of toil, this little band had grown. The fields around were full of grain from seeds that they had sown. The first ducks now were long since dead. Their struggles long had ceased. Through hard work and through suffering, their joys had been increased. One day, down near the entrance gate, there was an awful din. 100 hens, all out of breath, were begging to come in. "Oh, let us in," the poor birds cried, "before we do expire. 'Tis only by the merest inch." This epic really has no end, because no matter how you fight 'em, these hens will show up every time. And so, at